Hello, my dears, my sweet Sagittarius. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so glad you're here with us.
We are so happy to be here. We've got a ton of source material and cosmic reports ready to go.
Yes, because we are diving right into the very heart of the festive season, a really energy-packed week for you. We're looking at December 22nd through the 28th.
And it's a big one. The sun has just officially moved out of your sign, Sag, so we're seeing an immediate shift in focus.
An immediate shift. So what's the core mission this week? What does our listener need to know, like, first and foremost?
The main theme really is grounding. It's about taking all of that beautiful, expansive Sagittarian energy, that arrow you're always aiming for the future, and bringing it right down to earth.
Down to earth.
Yeah, we are talking about, resources, self-worth, and the material world, the practical stuff that actually supports your big vision.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah.
Because that sounds like a major emotional pivot, especially coming right off of your birthday season.
Yeah.
Where's all this energy, like, piling up?
Well, the biggest story this week, and honestly for the next month, is this huge planetary gathering in Capricorn.
Okay.
And for you, Sagittarius, whether you're a sun or an ascendant Sag, this is all landing squarely in your second house.
The second house. Okay, can you remind everyone what that's about?
Right.
Because it's so much more than just money, right?
Precisely. Yes, it's your earned income, your resources, but more importantly, it governs your fundamental sense of self-worth, your value system.
What you believe you deserve.
Exactly. What you own, materially and emotionally. And the sun just moved in, so it's casting this huge spotlight on all of it through January 20th.
So that's the main focus. But the sun isn't going in there alone, is it? We've got some other major players joining the party.
We do. Mars, the planet of action, of drive, has actually been in your second house since mid-December, so it's already been focusing your determination on financial stuff.
Right.
And now Venus, the planet of value and charm, is joining them.
Okay, so Venus plays catch-up on Wednesday, December 24th. And that completes this really powerful cluster, right?
Yeah.
The sun, Mars, and Venus.
A powerhouse trio.
So we've got desire, action, and our core identity all aimed at our pocketbooks and our confidence. What does that mean in, like, practical day-to-day terms?
In practical terms, this is a huge influence for positive financial news, maybe some unexpected opportunities to earn more. This is a profound, long-term background effect.
So it lasts past this week.
Oh, way past,
Yeah.
well into January. It's giving you this amazing chance to improve your financial situation and, crucially, to really feel your own value, to feel justified in enjoying the good things in life.
I love that. So the work you put in now during this holiday week is not just for nothing. It's compounding. And my sweeties, listen, I have to jump in here. Be sure to follow your rising sign. It is so, so important.
It really is.
Ascendant Sagittarius people, you are going to feel this shift toward practical material goals so strongly. If you felt like you've been kind of stuck in the clouds, honey, this is your call to action. Apply that visionary Sag energy to your bank account and build a real foundation.
And while that long-term outlook is great, we do have to watch out for a few speed bumps right at the start of the
Of
week.
course, there's always some friction.
Always. So this gathering of planets doesn't mean it's all instantly comfortable. On December 22nd and 23rd, we hit a Venus-Saturn square.
Ugh, Saturn. So Venus, in our money house, is getting a reality check from stern old Saturn.
That's the perfect way to put it. It's a reality check.
So how does that, how does that show up in real life? Especially with all the holiday emotions flying around.
Well, it could show up as friction. Maybe you have a creative interest or a deep passion you want to invest in, time or money, and you get this cool, disinterested, or just unencouraging response from someone close to you.
Oh, that's the worst.
It's a classic test. Does your passion survive someone else's disapproval? Saturn's that skeptical voice.
That is so tough. I mean, if self-worth is the big theme and then someone just throws cold water on your creative fire, that can be so draining. The sources call it a fight against lethargy, right?
Yes, because when Saturn challenges Venus, it just drains the joy out of your efforts. You feel like you're putting in all this work, but the pleasure or the reward is blocked. And that can lead to, deep apathy.
And for a Sag, whose whole thing is optimism, that feeling of limitation must be just exhausting.
It can be. It can make you want to just drop the whole thing.
My dears, the takeaway here is you might just have to fiercely shrug off that limiting Saturn energy. You have to protect your vibe, protect your sparkle. You are the #1 champion of your own value right now.
Precisely. And then as we get closer to Christmas Eve, there's another bit of tension.
Okay.
Just before Venus moves into Capricorn on Wednesday, it makes a couple of awkward aspects. A quincunx to Uranus and a square to Neptune.
Okay, hold on. A quincunx, what exactly is that again?
Think of it like a strange, awkward adjustment. It's an angle where two planets can't see each other clearly, so they demand this uncomfortable pivot.
So our values, Venus, have to make a weird adjustment for unpredictable Uranus.
You got it. And then the square to Neptune adds another layer. Neptune is dreamy, idealistic, but also confusion and, well, dissipation.
Oh.
So you have this adventurous, free-spirited Sag energy right before it's about to get grounded in Capricorn, and it's a warning against pushing things too far, going a little bit overboard with the festive fun.
You mean like going to 4 different parties in one night and promising everyone the moon?
Exactly that. Or overextending yourself financially, socially, you name it. The Neptune square especially warns that it could just lead to wasted energy, foggy disappointment, or, yes, a literal, real hangover.
Got it. Moderation. And keep those expectations of other people in check, my honeys, or you'll waste all that precious energy you need for your second house goals.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of energy, we need to talk about the major emotional backdrop for the whole week.
Yes. The Jupiter-Chiron square.
This was exact right at the start of the week, but its influence is definitely lingering. It's shaping the entire emotional landscape of the holiday.
And Jupiter is your ruler, Sag, so this is perfect.
It's very personal, and the placement is everything here. Jupiter is moving through your 8th house.
The 8th house. So deep transformation, shared resources, vulnerability, all the intense stuff.
All the intense stuff. But with Jupiter there, the great benefact, it actually makes it feel safer to expand into that vulnerability. It encourages you to look at the real truth of what you share with others.
That's powerful. Having a feeling of safety around deep change. So where is Chiron, the wounded healer, in all this?
Chiron is in Aries, your sister fire sign, and it's in your 5th house.
The fun house.
Yeah.
Romance, creativity, flirtation, what your heart truly wants.
The heart of it all, yes.
Yeah.
Your ability to play and just be yourself without fear.
Okay, so connect the dots for us. The tension between Jupiter in the 8th truth and vulnerability and Chiron in the 5th romance and creative wounds. What is the universe trying to show our listeners?
The tension lands directly on your ability to express love and creativity securely. It points to vulnerability coming up specifically around romance or flirtation. If you have old wounds about being truly seen or loved for who you are, well, this square is a springboard to deeper self-knowledge.
But wait, if we're meant to be focused on practical self-worth in the 2nd house, why is the universe poking at our creative passions and romantic wounds right now?
Because that's the connection. Your 2nd house foundation, that material security, it only really holds if the 8th house transformation happens first. You can't feel truly worthy
In the 2nd house.
if you're still carrying these unhealed wounds from the 5th house. True creative and romantic freedom requires that deep emotional security and honesty.
Wow. So addressing these uncomfortable truths now is actually like well-earned healing. It's cleaning out the spiritual cobwebs so you can step into the new year with an authentic sense of value.
A necessary transformation for sure, supported but also challenged by your ruling planet.
Okay, let's move to the holiday flow, my sugars. Christmas Day, December 25th. How are our Sags feeling?
The moon, which sets the daily mood, starts the day in a very bubbly spot for you. The 3rd house.
Communication, short trips, lots of chatter.
Exactly. Expect high energy conversations, maybe driving to a few different places, just feeling busy and social in the morning.
I love that, a busy morning. But the mood shifts later, doesn't it?
Yes, quite beautifully. Later in the day, the moon moves into the reflective 4th house. Home, roots, family. The energy really shifts towards cozying down with your favorite people or a good film.
A perfect blend for the holiday. From social butterfly to cozy caterpillar.
I like that.
So, what does this all mean for the end of our deep dive week? What about the weekend?
The critical moment is Saturday, December 27th. We have a quarter moon.
And a quarter moon is an action point, right? A moment for a decision or a course correction.
Exactly. And this one is happening in Aries, your sister fire sign, in that passionate, impulsive 5th house, the go-for-it house.
Uh-oh. I feel a butt coming. That sounds like a big weekend impulse. But it's squaring off against that money house focus we started with.
You nailed it. The quarter moon in the 5th house, fun, self-expression, is in direct tension with the sun in your 2nd house of money and security.
So it's a conflict between fun and finances.
A classic conflict. It's asking you, are you sacrificing long-term worth for a short-term thrill?
So the caution is crystal clear. Resist overspending. But why the specific warning about big-ticket items?
Because of all that fire sign energy in the fifth house, the impulse is going to feel grand, generous, and immediate. The source is really warn against big ticket items or being a little too generous with, flatter financial requests from others.
Yeah.
You have to check the practical benefit as well as the aesthetic benefit to avoid a serious case of buyer's remorse.
So if you suddenly decide you need that top-of-line gaming console, or you feel inspired to fund a friend's kind of reckless startup idea over the weekend, maybe pause.
Exactly. Pause. Don't get swept away by the glamour of it all. Use that Capricorn energy from the second house to apply a practical filter to your fiery fifth house desires.
Does this purchase bring long-term tangible value, or is it just a flash in the pan?
That's the question.
Think about the practicality and the pretty, my dears. It has to serve both, or you will regret it.
Okay, let's wrap up with the long-term outlook because this cluster of energy is not going anywhere fast.
Right. Tell us more about how long this second house focus lasts.
So this Capricorn cluster sun, Mars, Venus, is a long-term background effect. It's enhancing your determination to improve your financial situation and is bringing real rewards for your hard work. Keep an eye on early January.
Why then?
We have what's called a cazimi. First the sun with Venus on January 6th, and then with Mars on January 9th.
A kazemi. That sounds so potent. What is it?
It literally means in the heart of the sun. It's an incredibly powerful and positive alignment where a planet's energy is purified and amplified by the sun. It's like a direct download of that planet's highest potential.
Wow. So those dates in early January could bring powerful, positive breakthroughs around our value and resources.
That's the idea. The work you do now pays off then.
That is so motivating. Okay, so what's the next big challenge on the horizon?
The long-term challenge comes in the second week of Capricorn season. Your ruler, Jupiter, in the 8th house will oppose the sun and Mars in your 2nd house.
Ah.
And that's what really highlights that Sagittarian tendency to be, a bit impetuous with resources, to splash out freely once you start feeling secure.
So it's the universe reminding us that true security comes from mindful spending, not just from earning more. It all ties back to that quarter moon lesson.
It all connects. You're learning to balance the excitement of shared resources in the 8th house with responsibility of your personal resources in the 2nd.
But fundamental, my sugars, this whole period is a massive opportunity. It's about connecting all this material determination back to your core self-worth. It's a chance to genuinely feel better about your value and be passionate about protecting it. Visualize your absolute worth, my dears.
That combination of material and emotional conviction is what defines this transit. It's setting you up for a much stronger 2026.
My beauties, the sky is telling you to take that huge, wonderful vision of yours, the one that drives your soul, and give it the rock-solid, practical, material foundation it deserves. Visualize your worth, protect your sparkle, and storm into the new year with purpose and financial focus. If this deep dive gave you an aha moment about your money, your romance, or that sneaky weekend spending urge, darling, we want to hear it. Drop us a comment and tell us what truth that Jupiter-Chiron square revealed to you. And hey, sharing cosmic clarity is caring, so if you know a Sagittarius or Ascendant Sagittarius who needs this, send it their way.
Next up, we trade in our adventurous fire signs for Earth as we zoom in on the week ahead for Capricorn, who has a dazzling, powerful cluster of planets waiting in their own sign. Stay tuned.